Ooh, I love it when like your tongue is like burning and then your nose starts running a little bit and you get like little tears coming down your eyes, and it's like the sensation of it burning. It feels so good. I love spicy food.
That may be the worst thing I've ever heard of. Like, I love the sensation of this making me, my allergies.
Are you a person who can talk and eat, or are you a person?
Depends on how good that food is.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That food good, man.
It's slapping.
Oh, it's slut. I'm coming out today. Which one's worse, a hoe or a slut?
I think a slut is worse than a hoe.
Oh yeah, slut sounds worse. You know they do walks, so no.
We're not slut shaming.
No shame.
Hey loves, thanks so much for tuning in. It's your girl chanellenovosey. I'm here with a good friend of mine. We are back for episode 5 of You Just Might Like It podcast. I have my wonderful friend Sean here with me today. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing?
Listen, thank you for having me. I'm doing great. I'm excited about the spread.
Hey, not like I ain't been with you all day. I'm like, how are you doing?
Right. I'm still doing good.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. No.
Right.
So earlier we did go to like a little Mexican sort of a thing.
It was like a yoga swim spa kind of thing. It was like an all-day access pass to this dope hotel in Midtown.
Yeah, it was really fun. I had so much fun. Hip hop yoga, right?
Hip hop yoga. Yeah. We survived hip hop yoga.
We survived. Yeah. Was it difficult to you?
Actually, I'm surprised I survived. But no, it's something that I feel like I can continue to do. I thought it was going to be harder. I will say I think she did a beginner's course.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be confident because I'm not sure how good I am now, but I might keep trying it. And I was one of 2 guys there. So listen.
I thought you did great. I was peeking over every now and then. I was like, oh, he got this in the bag. I literally was like, oh, you've done yoga before.
Like once.
Yeah.
Once. And it didn't go well.
Oh, well, you did really good today.
Listen, I was dedicated.
I know that's right.
I had to open the hips.
Hey, rotate the hips. We're going to try today's featured restaurant, which is going to be the Slutty Vegan.
Hey, yo, Slutty! Hey! We got our beautiful loyal queen who's doing a mukbang and brought everything on the menu out the building!
And we got quite a bit of food and some dessert finally on the show. I think it's the first time I'm having dessert on the show, where we're gonna unbag everything and show you guys what we got. All right? Cool.
Y'all trying to turn me into a vegan?
Mm-hmm.
At what point do I get to say I've been sluttified? That's all I've been waiting for.
I think once you have
When you take one bite.
this hooker sandwich with the little spice, it may not be that spicy.
The spicy, you're trying to have me sweaty.
What's your spice level? Is black pepper spicy?
Not black pepper, no.
Is
Jalapeno.
chili pepper flakes?
It can be, but I can do that.
Yeah.
But I can't do chili pepper flakes in a high quantity. But I can survive a few.
A few? That's good though.
Jalapeno is where it crosses the line.
Jalapenos aren't even hot to me at all. Not at all. I'm like, this tastes like a green bell pepper.
Mm-hmm. You know, we would need more water.
You wouldn't do the 1 chip challenge?
No, I wouldn't do the one chip. Are they still doing that challenge? No.
I want to do it with somebody, but I can't find nobody brazen enough
There's
to do
no
it.
purpose. Why do I want to eat the hottest chip you guys have? Like,
To see if you can handle it.
what about, like, why would I want to know if I'm gonna handle something I would never eat again?
Do you watch Hot Ones, that show with all the plate of wings and it's like levels to it?
I don't even understand why people get a string of hot wings. I'll be honest, I don't understand it. Like, I had this thing with a friend of mine. It was laughing, but when we went to Zaxby's, which, listen, I'm not the biggest Zaxby's.
Oh, I used to like Zaxby's.
You still look at
Before I ate,
that's
vegan.
right.
Yeah.
Right before you change your life for the better.
I changed my life.
But, you know, Zaxby has all these different flavors.
Yeah.
The least hot one on the menu is Wimpy.
Okay.
I felt like a man, said, let me get the Wimpy sauce. I didn't feel bad. Hot is not a flavor to me. It's just heat. I want the flavor of the sauce. If you
See, that's the kind of hot I don't like. I like hot that's flavorful. I don't like stupid hot. Like, this is just hot because it's hot. That's dumb.
Good.
Have a nice flavor, a nice like pineapple, mango, sweet hot. Like, I like that.
Well, why don't you just have it be pineapple mango? Why does it have to be hot?
Because the hot is like, ooh, I love it when like your tongue is like burning and then your nose starts running a little bit and you get like little tears coming down your eyes, and it's like the sensation of it burning. It feels so good. I love spicy food.
That may be
feels
the
good.
worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Listen, that make, like, I love the sensation of
I
this
do.
making me, my allergies, sinuses. Yeah, if I'm sick, if I'm congested.
Oh, and that's
makes
what it does. It actually helps with your immune system. If you always eat hot food, it strengthens your immune system.
No, your taste
But
buds
I
are
can still
dead.
taste food.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Not all your taste buds no longer work. Some of them,
That's not true.
some of them have burned. Some of them are fed up. They said this is enough because they're looking for taste. That's why they're called taste buds.
What?
Look at our teeth. Now, what I'm about to say probably is not really
I already know what
any
you're gonna
facts.
say.
Fruits and veggies? Don't we have like teeth for fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, and then the argument is also that we have teeth made for meat. Also, some people are making that argument as
They
well.
like meat.
Exactly.
They trust them.
Thank you.
Now, with that being said, yes, I am still a meat eater, but
fine.
the goal is
Everybody has who's on this show is a meat eater.
and we will be converted or sluttified before it's
Sluttified.
over. Right? That's like a life goal. I definitely will say I definitely love a one-night stand. Are you about to try the Hollywood hooker?
We are about to try the Hollywood hooker.
We are about to try.
It's hot, like warm, not like.
Try to scare me? Yeah, and it's hot.
It's not that spicy. I do taste the jalapeno.
I'm not spicy so far. I haven't had
Yeah.
jalapeno yet.
It does. I think all of them came on my sandwich.
I will say this, of the ones I've tried,
Yeah.
I definitely like one night stand the best.
Yeah. Because it's a one night stand.
I like one night stand because
Sean likes one night stands.
there
That's
you
the
go.
title
And
of
that
this.
is the
There's a
reason
title of this show.
I picked the burgers based off the name. But no, it was I would say that's one for me. The one I choose to call homeboy, I would say number 2. And I would say this one is 3rd. I would say from a flavorful standpoint, that order is also the same.
Definitely. We do rate them.
Okay.
I actually like this menage a trois.
Okay.
I actually am really liking this. It's not, here's the thing, I've been to Slutty Vegan before. We had the whole experience. We went in Edgewood. It was raining like crazy. You're standing in line. You know, the customer service is amazing. The crowd gets you going. They have the music going. If you haven't been to Slutty Vegan, definitely go. It is an experience. Even the one that they have up here in Gwinnett, it's still very interacting. Like, they be like, is this your first time here? Are you a virgin? Like, it's kind of like a sexy way of getting people to try vegan food, which I do love because it makes you want to try it, you know, because of the names of the burgers and stuff like that or whatever. Anyway, so I went to Edgewood with my niece, got it, and it was okay. It was decent, and she's vegan as well. This was in the beginning of my vegan journey or whatever. But I was like, you know what? Maybe I didn't have the food fresh and, you know, all that stuff or whatever. And this time, I came home, showered after the event we went to, and it was really fresh this time. And I still kind of have the same kind of feeling. I mean, I feel like it's decent. It's good, but I'm not getting like, oh my God, I have to go back and eat here. I think it is a great alternative for people if you are on your vegan journey, you want some alternatives. And it's beautiful because they stay open to midnight. But if I'm gonna go ahead and rate these dishes, I'm gonna give the Menage a Trois, the top burger out of the ones that I tried. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of a 10. It could have had more flavor, a little bit more. And when I say seasoning, I don't use salt ever in any of my food, but just something like a little bit more punchy. So the Menage a Trois, 7 out of 10. I'm going to give the Fussy Hussy, they put sauce on it. I ain't want no sauce on it. That happens all the time. It happened at the last place I tried. I really didn't get into it, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. And for the Philly, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. And the fries, 8 out of 10. How about you?
I like your ratings. Before I rate mine, let me ask you this. Do you feel like part of what makes Slutty Vegan even better is the experience you have when you're at the restaurant?
Yeah.
So like, do you feel like if you were eating it there, the ratings might have been higher?
Definitely.
I haven't been there before, but
Yeah.
it's interesting to hear that. So when I rate it, so here's my thing, because I don't have a lot of vegan meal experience, I don't have comparisons like that. So my comparison is to, of course, a regular burger.
Which is beautiful because you can just try the food and actually give your rating based off your genuine taste of the food instead of like the experience being tied into it. But then I also tell people also do go to the restaurant and have the experience as well.
See, that's what I was hearing when you were speaking.
Yeah.
I'm like, I may have liked it even more if
Yeah.
I was in the restaurant because they have like top-notch customer service.
Definitely.
Even the entire marketing behind the burgers
For
and
sure.
all that's great. I will say though, I would give this one again. One Night Stand would be the highest rating I would give. Somewhere around the 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Mainly, I wish I had more things to compare to in terms of other vegan burgers.
Gotcha.
But if I was just comparing it to a burger, you don't care what you're really taking in, beef, chicken, vegan, I think you would still choose this over a lot of those other.
Nice.
So regardless, so I think that's a great burger. So that's my top rated one. So we'll say 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
So we'll do
I
right
like
between
that.
8 and 9. Second, I would do the whole boy or Hex boy. Alright, Hex boy. I would say for that one.
It could be whole boy. Let's look it up real quick.
Okay.
Just so we can be grammatically correct. You know.
We don't want to have people like asking for the whole boy and they feel like, hey, is that somebody in the kitchen?
So we looked it up. The correct pronunciation is a whole boy.
Yes, whole boy.
So you were correct.
Thank you. So I would say whole boy is second. I would say One Night Stand is more flavorful. Whole boy, I would say 7 out of 10. It's good. Maybe I could add some more sauce to it and enjoy it even more. But I would not recommend it.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't feel comfortable recommending the Hollywood Hooker.
I was gonna give it 2, but I was trying to be nice and give it 4.
So I haven't taken enough bites to know if I would drop it that low.
Yeah.
But I would just say it's just not the one I would recommend on the menu. But all in all, and of course I didn't get the restaurant experience, but all in all, I do think it was a quality burger, and you will be full because I can tell right now it does the job in terms of filling you up. It's delicious, and I think it's still a good assortment.
Alright, so you just might like it.
I just might like it.
Because that's the name of the show.
Well, no, I like it.
Yeah.
So it's not a just with us.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I just might like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like One Night Stand. This has the Sluttified vibe. This is the one right
So
here.
have you been sluttified?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Is there a certain way I'm supposed to say Sluttified? Do we have a look? Listen. Sluttified.
Okay. Stamp.
Slut tendencies, right? It's a little
Not the
tendencies.
slut tendencies.
That's why I call whole, but it got some tendencies. Right here, you gonna be a good girl. You ain't gonna be no slut. But
What kind of person is that, Philly? What kind of person is
a
that?
good person, I don't know.
He said a good person.
You're a non-slut if you're eating that one. Alright.
So we're gonna try the dessert. We have sea moss banana pudding. So first for me, I've never tried it before, so Oh, and it's white. I don't eat white stuff.
Really?
I'm serious. Like,
is that why you don't like mayo?
Yeah, I don't eat sour cream, mayo, cottage cheese. Ranch. I've never ate white stuff in my life.
I don't like mayo, but the rest of the things you mentioned.
I want to throw up just thinking about that.
You got to close your eyes and take your bite.
I'm gonna just go for it.
Okay, there you
Stop
go.
a G.
Oh. Because G's eat banana pudding, that's what they do.
Period. Okay, I need to try a little bit more. I'm being too shy. Too cool. That's good.
Okay. Let me get in here.
So it's the Biscoff crackers for the wafers. Biscoff. The little
I know what you're talking
airline cookies.
Yeah, airline cookies. I don't know the pronunciation.
Biscoff, I think is what it is.
But it is good.
So good.
Where's the sea moss?
It's inside of the white stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
the
going to be
pudding.
like stringy. Well, listen.
If you knew how, I'm gonna throw up. Oh God, that's why I don't eat white stuff.
What you reading?
Let's not get into it.
Oh, no, please don't tell me why. But no,
Oh no, it's not nothing like that.
Well, that's not what I
Let's
mean.
just go to left.
That is not what I meant. I was not talking about that white stuff. But I was thinking of sea moss as, first off, I don't exactly know what sea moss looks like. Let's start there.
Oh, I have some in the kitchen.
See, isn't it like, it's not like what, stringy, like?
Yeah, so you can boil it, you can turn it into a gel, you can turn it into a smoothie, you can,
Okay.
so yeah.
I know it's healthy, but, so I was thinking we were gonna like, with the pudding, we was gonna see.
I wouldn't have got that.
Listen, I didn't know. That's why I kept saying sea moss
Yeah.
banana pudding. I was trying to be prepared. It's
This
good.
is really good.
So you have it rated?
I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5.
I love Biscoff stuff.
I like it. I would say 9 out of 10.
Nice. Are you a sweets person? Do you like desserts?
Well, that makes it even higher of a rating for me because I don't like sweets. Now, don't get me wrong, every once in a while,
Me too.
but I just don't enjoy it. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't like sweet wine, sweet food. I don't like it.
Who are you?
I'm a human.
Okay.
These are human qualities.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I find it too often that a lot of food, when it's just sweet, it's just too much. Margaritas, too sweet.
Yeah, that drink today was really fucking sweet. Yeah. This is good. I'll definitely be back for the menage a trois and the happy ending desserts. The sea moss banana pudding. It was good.
I just love the idea of how you must order in Slutty Vegan. Can I get a happy ending?
No, it's just
Look them dead in the eyes. Can I get a happy ending?
that's how it goes.
You
Some people are
romantic.
so uncomfortable. It's so funny watching like guys or girls don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's
Well, we
fair.
have a little bit more sexual freedom, liberation than guys. I
Yeah, I
think.
am. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
As far as like outwardly saying stuff, I should say.
Yeah, because it's taken way different if we say
Yeah,
it's too much. If I look her in the eyes and like, yo, y'all serving one night stand?
That's not what you would say
I say,
anyway.
oh, y'all serving?
You would say, can I get a one night stand?
That sounds the same.
But that's probably how you should order
I don't
it.
want to order from him. Can I order from you? Can I? Is that inappropriate? They might kick me out of Slutty Vegan.
No, they're used to it. That's
Yeah,
just what
okay.
they encourage you to talk like that.
Yo, they're setting you up for disaster in life.
You think so?
Yeah, but they like it when I say it inside there, so it's not correct. Do not say that on the streets.
Don't
but
say that on the streets, but you can say it in Slutty Vegan.
The marketing is amazing.
Marketing
That
is shout out to Pinky. She's the owner of Slutty Vegan. She is doing her thing. She's doing amazing. She's expanding like crazy. Brand is doing phenomenal. The marketing. But I'm telling you, when you go inside the restaurant, you get the experience. But the reason why, of course I want you to go there. But for me to be a returning customer, the food needs a slap as well. And so I think the experience is great, but as a vegan or even as a non-vegan, if you can make it just a little bit more tastier, more flavorful, whether it be non-salt seasonings or more herbs and stuff like that, go for it, or at least have the option. So it's kind of bland if you ask me. What would you
Recommend the restaurant, not necessarily the menu currently. Is that what you're saying?
It's not even that. I'm just saying spice it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be spicy, but just kick the flavors up so it can be more robust.
I slightly disagree. I don't have the restaurant experience. I'm interested more so in it after hearing what you experienced today. I really do like the one night stand burger. I like the banana pudding. I mean, obviously there's some other menu options there that maybe. So I would recommend it. I would recommend it. And of course, I also think Pinky's a dope person.
She's super dope.
That is not changing my rating. It's not.
I'm gonna go back there, and I'm not saying don't go to the restaurant. I'm 100% in support of it. I'm just saying I would like to see it be a little bit more flavorful. Is all. But listen, I fucks with it. I'm all about black-owned businesses, the empowerment of them. Almost every restaurant that I've had on this show is black-owned.
Nice.
You know, I scream that everywhere. So yeah, definitely check out Slutty Vegan. It is definitely good. And the fact that you can get something so-called fast food as a non-vegan and have that option, because we don't have a McDonald's. We don't have fast food options as vegan.
Think about that.
We always have to get like salad or fries from regular spots. So to have that around and they close late is beautiful. I would never discredit that.
They have a lot of locations, so I mean, I guess at some point, maybe different locations could play into
For sure.
the experience or the taste. But no, it was great. And once again, as a person that doesn't eat vegan food, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So
I'm so happy to hear that. Good. So would you try vegan food like more regularly, and would you go back?
Would I go back to Slutty Vegan?
Yeah.
I would go back to Slutty Vegan. I'm open to so listen, I don't want to sound simple here, but I don't have a great reason for why I don't do vegan food. I feel like it's just not as convenient. So that's literally the reason. You mentioned the fast food thing. You don't have as many options. And you're in a grocery store, you have that option is going to be more pricey than the option right beside it so often. So I just never made a commitment. But I think at some point I can make that commitment, and having restaurants that I enjoy helps move me there.
Yeah, and that's what this show is all about. You just might like it. It's about featuring restaurants that can be accessible, that people didn't know that was out there, that could be just around the corner. And save this video and this whole playlist on your YouTube playlist so that when you visit Atlanta, or if you live here, you can check all these restaurants out. And there's so many vegan spots in Atlanta, there's like no excuse, honestly.
And a lot of them are black owned, like you're saying.
So
that's wild that there's that many black owned
amazing.
people. When did this start? I don't even understand.
Just look into it.
Yeah, like all of these vegan restaurants, vegan pizza, vegan. I didn't know most of these things could be vegan.
Welcome back. This is the second segment of the show, and we're going to be doing some music trivia. So how well do you think you'll do on this? It's black music trivia, so.
Being that I'm black and I listen to music, hopefully well. I don't want to let my family down, so.
Yeah, you cannot.
And if I get one wrong.
Yeah, you're going to take a shot. You're just going to take a shot. And,
I don't plan to take a shot.
You don't plan to
so
take
there we go. Now, if I get the first one wrong, I'm doing terrible. But if I get through this without taking a shot, clearly I'm certified to be invited to all trivia.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure. You'll be just fine.
There you go.
I think you'll be fine. Yeah, definitely. Good energy. So this is music trivia. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Sean's gonna be taking a shot for any wrong answers, and I do have a shot for myself because I'll join him with just maybe one.
Wait, for every wrong answer?
Yeah.
I take a shot for every wrong answer?
Oh yeah, that's what you said.
Okay.
That's why I said you're gonna be alright.
No, I said if I can get one wrong.
See how this backpedaling just happened that quick?
I said if I can get one wrong. Listen, I no longer have a lot of confidence in my ability. I was like, I'm gonna be drunk. We're gonna run out of tequila.
That's why I just said, I got another bottle.
I'm gonna be under this table, you hear me?
That's what I thought you said. I'm gonna try at the beginning.
Alright.
Let's just do
For good luck.
Alright.
You know what? For good luck, because we believe in me.
I don't know about that.
That shot's my excuse if I get anything wrong.
So you would say that after you took the shot.
Gotta have excuses.
Alright, so how the game goes is I'll ask you a question, I'll give you multiple choice, you have to say your answer, and you must say final answer to lock it in, and then I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. Okay, so you must say
That
final
works.
answer, alright? Alright, so question number 1. What is the first album of Destiny's Child? A, Destiny's Child. B, 8 Days of Christmas. C, The Writings on the Wall.
Listen, we're going with Destiny's Child. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That's correct. Question number 2. The famous hit Doo-Wop, That Thing by Lauryn Hill was first introduced in which decade? A, 1980s, B, 1990s, or C, 2000s?
B, 1990s. Final answer.
That is correct. That is correct. Question number 3. Which part of Rihanna's body was insured for $1 million? A, hands, B, shoulders, C, legs.
C, legs. Final answer.
That is correct.
Did they say shoulders?
Yeah.
Who insures their shoulders?
I have no idea who insures any of their body parts.
Well, if you make your money with those body parts.
I didn't know you
She's
could
a
do
sex
that.
symbol. Oh yeah. Was it Mariah Carey? There was somebody else that I think Tina Turner as well.
What?
A lot of them. If you're famous for those body parts, you
Yeah.
can insure those because you're making money for those. So if something happens to them, you get paid.
Alright, question number 4. What are the names of all 3 Aaliyah's albums? A, Rock the Boat, Millions, and Pretty Young Thing. B, The Last One, What's Up, and New Girl. C, Aaliyah, 1 in a Million, and Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
C. I gotta say all of them. C. Final answer.
That is correct.
Listen, I used to love Aaliyah.
She's amazing.
You know, she was crazy talented.
Definitely. Question number 5. In which year was the first album of Alicia Keys' Song in a Minor released?
Ooh.
A, 1995, B, 2001, or C, 2003?
B. Wait. Yeah, B. 2001. Final answer.
That is correct. You are smoking.
Yeah, let's go.
Question number 6. Which R&B group is known for begging in their music? A, Keith Sweat, B, Boyz II Men, or C, Tony Tone?
You say group? Is that a trick question?
It said
One of
which
them is a
R&B group is known for begging in their music?
The reason I'm asking is
I
I'm
know
going
it's
with Keith
phonetically.
Sweat. Because we know that brother been begging for decades.
He is definitely
But he in
begging.
the group, but we gonna go with Keith Sweat. A. Final answer.
It is correct.
See, Boys and Men weren't begging; they were just sad.
Question number 7. Which R&B group was founded by Michael Bivins, the former member of New Edition? A, Boyz II Men, B, Drew Hill, or C, After 7?
A. Boys II Men. Final answer.
That is correct.
Listen, you ain't seen the New Edition story, you slipping. If you haven't seen it when they gave the answer to that, because I probably wouldn't have got that right if it wasn't for the
I've never
New-
seen that.
You haven't seen the New Edition
I
story?
sure haven't. No. Who's New Edition? I'm just kidding. Alright, so question number 8. Which of the following songs was featured in the soundtrack of the movie Poetic Justice? A, That's the Way Love Goes, or B, Again, or C, I'll Make Love to You?
A. That's the way love goes. Janet
That's the
Jackson.
way
Final
love
answer.
goes. Ooh. Final answer?
Yeah. Yes. Final answer. She better had that song better been on Poetic Justice. She in the movie. Final answer. She trying to give me anxiety.
It's B again.
Huh?
It's B again.
What's again? I don't even know what that is.
I have no clue. I have no clue. No clue at all. Question number 9. Which of the following was a hit song in 1990 by Whitney Houston? A, I Have Nothing. B, I'm Your Baby Tonight. Or C, Miracle?
Can you please reread the options?
Alright.
Just the options.
The options. A, I Have Nothing. B, I'm Your Baby Tonight.
B, I'm your baby tonight. Yeah, B, I'm your baby tonight. Final answer.
You don't sound too cool.
The confidence level is dropping, but we going with B. Final answer.
That's correct.
I mean, it dropped, but it was still high.
Okay.
It's still a high confidence
You
level.
see how he...
You gotta notice it's
dropping, but it's getting back up there.
Listen, we're going for a 90.
Hey.
Yeah, let's get 90s.
Let's see if you get this last question. Okay, final question. What is another name of R&B these days? Contemporary R&B, B, modern R&B, or C, classic R&B? What is another name of R&B these days? Contemporary R&B, B, modern R&B, or C, classic R&B?
These days, that's modern.
Yeah, you
So,
know who wrote it.
I would go with modern R&B, final answer.
You sure?
They better say contemporary, we swinging.
You sure?
Yeah.
It is contemporary R&B. I feel like contemporary is about right. Modern sounds too much these days. Like it's so
That's what
obvious.
they asked. Here's my thing. Yes, am I wrong? I'm wrong. But these days literally means modern.
But
so I'm technically right. It's still modern R&B. It is what you're hearing these days. Modern.
but it's contemporary.
It's both.
Let's look up the definition of contemporary. Are we gonna do this the whole? No, we're
No.
not.
I'm gonna take my 80. Okay.
Okay.
That's a degree. I
Yes.
passed. Honor roll. That's a 3.0.
I like your attitude about it all.
Yeah.
It's all fun. So, all
got a good
right.
grade.
So he got 8 out of 10, which is really good. Really, really good. That is music trivia with Sean. He did very well. We're gonna move over some black card trivia and see if his black card is still on the chopping block or not. So we'll be right back.
Alright, so we're back with the third round. This is Black Card Revolt. Of course, mine won't be revoked. So let's get it going.
Question number 1. If young Metro don't trust you, what might Future do?
Might shoot you straight up.
Final answer.
Wait, that was an option.
It is an option.
Final answer.
Alright, that is correct. Alright. And
Yo, listen, for the record, every time you say you sure, I get nervous.
because you gotta say final answer.
I know, and I always forget, and you give me that look like, you sure?
That's the only reason why I'm looking at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just so you can be like final answer. I feel like all my guests, and I probably would do the same thing too, so.
You sure? No.
Yeah, no, it's like just say final answer so I can lock it in.
Gotcha.
Alright, cool. And as you already know, I'll give you the question, multiple choice, give you the answer. Or you give me the answer, you have to say final fucking answer. I'm just all over it. It's just all over it. I'm never drinking again.
You had one shot.
No, even at the pool. You know, it's my first time drinking in a year. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's peer pressure.
It's not peer pressure.
It was peer
I'm
pressure.
celebrating because I finally I'm launching this podcast. I'm very proud of myself and doing a lot of work. So that's what this weekend is about. Thank
You
you.
better go.
Give me a pat on my back.
Listen, black
Thank
women,
you.
brothers, we gotta tighten up.
Alright, question number 2. What might mama tell you before going into any store? A, don't touch nothing. B, don't ask for nothing. C, don't look at nothing. Or D, all of the above.
I was just waiting for all that above.
Alright, so question number 3. What does it mean if your ear keeps itching? A, you need to wash. B, somebody is talking about you. C, you need to see a doctor. Or D, you're about to fall in love.
What's the first 3 options again?
You need to wash. Somebody is talking about you and you need
B.
to see a doctor.
B, somebody talking about you. You can hear, you can feel it. It's tingling.
That's tingling?
It's tingling. Final answer.
That's correct.
That tingle.
That tingle, baby. Question number 4. In which city was MLK Jr. killed?
Junior.
Memphis,
Oh, I'm tripping. I am tripping.
Yeah. In what?
Memphis. We can go ahead and get past that one.
Oh, okay.
Listen, we in Atlanta. You better know MLK trivia. Final answer.
Perfect. That is correct.
They might move me out of the city.
Question number 5. In what year did Cash Money Records take over? 2001 to 2002, 1999 to 2000, 97 and 98, 2004 to 2005.
99, 2000.
Hey, that is correct. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Who claims they had the greatest comeback? SZA, Rihanna, Soulja Boy, or Tyga?
Oh, Soulja Boy. C. Final answer.
That is correct. Question number 7. In the movie Friday, what is Ezel's addiction? He smokes weed, he drinks liquor, he snorts cocaine, he smokes crack, he smokes cigarettes, or he shoots heroin.
That's a lot of options. he got a lot of potential problems. We're going with that crack rock. Crack rock. Final answer. Whichever letter that was.
Oh my god, that is correct. Alright, question number 8. Tupac Shakur played in the role of what troubled teenager in the movie Juice? A. Q, B. Bishop, C. King, or D. himself?
B. Bishop. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yup.
That is correct. Question number 8. Bobby Brown was originally a part of what teenage boy band? Belle Biv DeVoe, Soul for Real, Another Bad Creation, Immature, New Edition, or 3T?
First off, who is 3T?
I have no clue.
No clue. No offense. They must have been great. But Boston Bobby was a New Edition. Final answer.
That is correct.
We're gonna find out who 3T is, though.
We're gonna find out who 3T is because I have no clue. Who is not one of the original kings of comedy? Cedric the Entertainer, Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, or D.L. Hughley?
Even though he was an original king of comedy, he wasn't in that group. We're gonna go Richard Pryor. Final answer.
That is correct. Correct.
It does legend.
I know, right? He is definitely a king of comedy, but he wasn't part of the original kings of comedy. Question number 10, the final question for Black Heart Revolt is, hooey hoo is a phrase made popular by what rapper? Snoop Dogg, Ludacris, Master P, Tupac Shakur, P. Diddy, or 50 Cent?
Yo, this is I guess they say made popular. You say Master P in it?
Say it again?
Give me
Hooey hoo is a phrase made popular by what rapper? Snoop Dogg, Ludacris, Master P, Tupac Shakur, P. Diddy, or 50 Cent?
I think 2 people in there said it. I think it was a bigger group that said it before them, but maybe it wasn't popular. I'm gonna go Master P. Final answer.
That is correct.
I'm pretty sure Outkast originated that.
That is correct. Guys, we have a record. Sean has his whole black card. 10 out of 10. I can't believe it, actually.
I like it. I want to first start by thanking my mom, God, and myself.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Black over here. I protected my family's name and our legacy. Moving forward. They won't disown me. I can be at Thanksgiving.
You can be at Thanksgiving.
It's good to go. Black card, safe.
Black card safe.
All them things from the 80s, I was watching cartoons.
Yeah, true. There's an age difference here, by the way. How old are you?
You still close enough. I'm 35.
I always think you're like 25, 26. It's true. Like, in my mind, I'm like, you're 10 years younger than me.
You are adorable.
I'm being honest.
I'm being honest too. Don't you ever let that go.
But are you joking right now?
No.
Oh. That's just joking.
No.
You can't tell.
You can't tell when I'm joking?
I cannot.
So, most people are gonna always say I'm in my 20s. Some people are more than half would say once they start talking to me, oh, I see it now.
Yeah, of course you're mature.
Yeah, but some of them just, you're lying.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna fight you for it.
Yeah.
You can take 5 years off. 6 out is cool.
You can take 10 off me. I really don't care. Okay? Listen, I'll be out here and be 28.
You really want to be, you gonna be talking to them 20-year-olds?
You know how many, the Kruger energy is real. The only young men try to talk to me, especially when I reached like 35. I started getting like guys that was like 5-10 years younger than me trying to.
Well, first off, I don't think anybody is gonna guess your age.
Why?
First, so here's the thing. I don't know. 38.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, people say like black people, black don't crack, all of that. I don't know what you're supposed to look like at those ages, but you don't look like whatever it's supposed to be.
But I think that also you have like an energy with your age. So like 38 may not be as like youthful to some people. So I think I have young energy, and some people who look younger usually have younger energy.
But are you feeling like these guys, when you walk into an environment, they're sensing the energy, or they're just looking at you, physical attraction, and deciding?
Here we go with this again.
When we see people, now the energy part is real. In
Yeah.
many cases, you can get an energy feel, but everybody isn't in tune with that, right? So,
But it's both. Both can exist at the same time, and I think that's the key to it. Is just to let you guys in on a little side conversation. We're having a conversation of physical attraction and like approaching somebody, basically, right? What do you see first? Do you see energy, or is it physical attractiveness. And for men, you're saying.
I'm not saying for men, I'm speaking in general. I think everybody, the first thing you're gonna notice is physical attraction. You may notice how they carry themselves, and that gets to the energy. But we form a judgment really quick, right? That's just how brains work. So when somebody comes in the room, you're immediately gonna find them physically attractive, or not, or maybe be indifferent. But I think that's the initial thing. Later on, their energy may attract you or take that attraction away. But I think physical attraction starts everything. Then you become deeper once you have a conversation or notice the energy and other things about them.
I think it's the energy for me as well as the physical attraction. I'm a huge energy person, and even before I got like on the spiritual level or stuff or whatever, I just think if I see a man, it's his cadence, it's his energy, it's his style, it's his swag, and the physical part all together for me. And then I'm like, and then when I get to know them, and then the intellect matches the aura, then it's a full package.
I agree with the last part. Of course, once you get to know them.
Yeah.
And maybe it is a guy thing at some point, right? Because if a guy's attracted to you, well, let me ask you this. If you notice a guy has noticed you, but he hasn't approached, he hasn't said anything, do you feel like there may be a confidence issue he has?
Oh, definitely.
So when I say the physical attraction, look, energy, you may not notice that at first. And if you sit over there as a guy waiting, I like her energy now, you might have killed your moment. You might have ruined some of that. The physical attraction for most guys that are approaching still in real life, it's that thing that sends you over there. Now, once you get over there, you may be like, never mind, like I'm no longer feeling this, but.
So the physical part is what gets them over there?
So, look, now granted, if you're sitting down somewhere, you may
Isn't it a lack of confidence that wouldn't get them to come to you, whether no matter how physically attractive you are?
Yes, and that's why I was asking, like, if a guy if you notice he's noticed you, he still has an approach. If we're using this whole people may wait for the energy, he may be waiting for your energy. But to you may have noticed him notice you in that approach, and you're like, he must be low confidence.
Yeah.
But if we're going with that other logic, well, nah, he's just waiting to enjoy your energy. He doesn't know how long you're gonna be there. He doesn't know your situation. He may be missing his moment waiting for energy. I think most guys, as a guy, physical attraction is what makes me want to go over there. I can figure that out later. I don't have time to
if the guy is physically attractive, if he doesn't come to you, it's because of his lack of confidence. It's not that he's not physically attracted to you. It's just that he doesn't have the confidence to come in and talk to this woman that he's physically attracted to, right? Because what other reason would there be?
Well, right. So when you said that energy is what would send people over there, I'm saying...
No, it's a combination for me.
Oh, it's a combination. Yeah. Okay, I thought we were like saying which is higher.
No.
Okay.
It's the combination of the two. Both exist.
Now, for me, physical attraction, both of them are there, but energy would be much lower. I think I would look at it like, if I get over there and the energy's off, just leave. Or get myself out of this moment or whatever. We go our separate ways. Like, it's not like now I'm over here, we gotta be together. No,
it's not that serious either. Yeah, no, you should definitely.
So physical attraction, like.
But you have to have something. Like, even when they say like guys have to look at you to get like this sense of it's okay for me to approach her. That's what I'm talking about.
So that's the indicator of interest. Yeah. Which a lot of women don't particularly do a good job of providing that. True. But it's a sign that it's gonna. Well, I'll say this: a lot of women may try to provide an indicator of interest, but it's so small that it goes unnoticed. Yeah. Like you can't. The idea that, well, maybe if I get closer to him, that indicates my interest. Okay. But if you're closer, what are you doing when you're closer? Are you in your phone?
Eye contact. I'm a big eye. And I probably make people nervous, but if you guys can't tell from this, I look at people in their eyes. I'm very much an eye looker, and I know that.
I'm an eye looker.
And that could be intense for some people because, like, I really don't. If I'm talking to you, I'm trying to connect with you. So I'm in that energy. So I think that's what makes a man want to come talk to you. I connect with your eye energy, like, yeah, it's okay.
Eye contact is definitely great. A lot of people, that's great that you're like it. A lot of people, that's a little uncomfortable. Yeah. But yeah, if you're holding eye contact a lot longer, but it's all about if that guy's interested in you or physically attracted back or the energy or whatever. maybe trying to give him space to feel like he could approach will help most guys.
Who got time for all that? We got 5 seconds in this grocery store, sir, and you look at me, I look at you. If you're not a man that don't know what you want, then you shouldn't even be trying to approach me in the first place anyway.
So in those environments where people can oftentimes look busy, it is going to be hard. Now, here's what I'll say about the grocery store. A lot of times people look very busy or concerned going through the store.
Yeah.
Checking out is different because you gotta wait anyway. So I don't know people's experience, but I would assume it's much more likely that guy, if you're in line with them, is gonna speak more than when you looking stressed out about the fact that they don't win. Inflation done hit the food price. You over there looking stressed. It's like people in the gym when they're so focused on their work, they got the earbuds. Like when you're looking busy, people like, look, she looking like she ain't trying to be bothered right now, or she's in a hurry. They're less likely. If you look like you're more relaxed, then they're gonna be more relaxed and probably talk. Now, some guys wouldn't do it regardless.
Which you should, I think. Because in this day and age, everybody's in a rush. Everything's a hustle. We all grinding. You almost have to have 2 jobs to keep a roof over your head. If you wait for this relaxed moment, you're probably gonna miss your moment all the time. I think yes, there's cues, but there's like check for the ring on the finger. You know, it's stuff like that. But we're like, and then women are more bosses now. We're not always gonna look all soft and feminine and submissive and stuff. Like we're kind of like a little bit more headstrong now. So all that little super soft, feminine, sweet, hot, like come on over here and get this. Like
they don't need us, bro.
No, it's not true.
Y'all do need us?
We need y'all.
Say it one more time.
We need y'all.
That feel good.
I need my black men. I love my black men. I want y'all to want and love us just as much as we want and love y'all. And we just gotta come together.
Look, it's once again, at the end of the day, it depends on the person. You mentioned confidence levels, and a lot of times maybe they're just not that aggressive. Like they're not pressed. There's no pressure. They're not the type that's gonna pursue, chase, whatever the language we want to use.
Are you a guy who pursues and chase?
Not
Not chase, but pursues. Like if you're interested in someone, are you pursuing them actively?
So yes and no. And the reason I say yes and no, yes, but the no part is based on what you might interpret it as actively. So I may not be as active blowing your phone up or whatever it is that people may be.
Why do guys say it like it's so thirsty, like blowing your phone up? In constant communication with you just means that I'm just touching base with you during the day to be in contact with you. It doesn't mean that you're being thirsty. I think so many stigmas are on pursuit of a woman that is like so toxic to me.
So
sorry to interject.
No, listen, your experience, your perception is that's what I mean, like it's different for everyone.
For sure,
so for example, I'm not really that phone guy, regardless. So like if that's a communication path, someone
every guy says that, every player kind of says that.
Don't do that. These are not facts.
These are facts.
But like,
just text me, don't call me.
Well, I don't technically
like being on the phone.
I don't technically like the texting either. I like the face-to-face is really me, but I do prefer the social media path. But it's just I don't enjoy the phone portion because if I'm texting you, I'm really just trying to figure out when I can see you again.
Yeah, I think that what I'm saying when I say player, and I don't mean to have like that negative connotation with it. What I'm saying is a player or a girl is just you're a single bachelor and I'm a single bachelorette. So you can do as you want, float as you want, talk to whoever you want to. But also what makes someone a player or a playerette or whatever is the fact that they're not necessarily looking for a relationship.
Okay, to my ass they're talking to.
Yeah, you
casually dating.
Yeah, you just casually dating. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just where you're at. And who knows what reasoning or whatever you're at, where you're at, and it's not wrong. And I think that's where you are. You just want to have fun, and that's cool.
She don't like fun.
I do like fun. This is fun, right?
Yeah, that is true. So she likes some fun.
I love fun. I'm spontaneous. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm having some fun. But I that type of fun with one person. You know what I'm saying?
That type of fun.
Like if I'm in sexual relation with someone, or if it's like, if it's getting to that level, it has to just, I can't have fun sexually with more than one person. And it sounds like a relationship, right? Which is why I'm probably more of a relationship type of a person, because I don't want to date a whole bunch of people and be having sex with all these different people.
Listen, so many of these things depend on the person. Whether you're talking guys, or you're talking men, women, it's the person.
Yeah.
Now, for the record, you can have fun sexually with more than one person. Just want to state that for the record. but
it's giving slut.
Well, we did get sluttified.
Yeah, we did.
Slutty Vegan. But no, like, casually date, we're all grown here, that's okay. Like casually dating, you may find that you have good energy with more than one person, and the main thing there is to let whatever partner or partners know that you're active in another capacity.
I think that only works from a guy's perspective.
No,
girls get emotional, we get connected. There's chemicals in our bodies which make us want to make you our man. We're not wired to be, not all, some, I'm saying some, but we're wired for relationship. We're wired to, that chemical gets released. If we have too much of you, we're gonna want just you. Long term, you know for a fact, long term, this chick is gonna start really like, I mean, it might be some rare occasions, but 9 times out of 10, if you're having the same sexual encounters with the same woman, she's gonna be like, what is this? What
no, I agree with that. I do agree with that part. I started by saying it can still be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point, obviously that transfer is gonna happen, and somebody's gonna want to move to another level first, or more than whatever you agreed to.
Yeah.
But the communication aspect is always gonna be there. And when we're talking about the player type thing, are you communicating what you're actually doing, what your intentions are, other partners you may, it's about communication and giving that person the opportunity to decide to be a part of that or not.
For sure.
Like if this person thinks you're exclusively dating them and you're not, that's where your problem comes.
Yeah.
If you notice this casual dating, you may still hope that this person is gonna move to the side you want them to be on and become exclusive.
Right.
But if they didn't communicate that with you, you gotta make a decision if you're gonna stay in that.
Would you ever settle down?
Ever? Ever. Yeah, you say ever, that's a long way. And it's not that I won't settle down. I don't particularly like that term, but I understand the term. Well, and not to be picky here, but I don't think the term settle works well for anybody who's looking to build. Like if you have a platform,
would you want to be monogamous with one person? Are you a poly or a monogamous type of a person?
So I don't have a leaning to either side of that. I know poly has become way more popular recently, but the reason it's become popular, I think people have to really step back and understand why. The more information people get, the more they move away from old norms. Like we have the internet, people are not just deciding to be whatever sexual experience they were taught or a relationship experience, they're deciding what works best for them. Poly makes a lot of sense in the context of one person may not be able to really satisfy certain parts of you that multiple people can. That's a communication standpoint, right? Somebody may be better with your emotions, somebody might be better with your physical needs. There's different reasons why poly works for people. Monogamy, that may work for you whether it's a religious standpoint, a traditional standpoint. Maybe you just feel like you want to only be tied to that one partner. Like it's your space. It's what you've researched and what you feel works better. So I don't judge anyone on either side.
Oh, I'm not judging. I'm just asking, what do you prefer?
Well, yeah, I don't have a preference yet. So I could see myself doing either, if that kind of answers. But it's not like I have a lenience. But I will say this: in those conversations, I found the people that support poly, to me, made more sense.
Here's the thing about poly, which people don't even understand, and when you're speaking about looking in the past and stuff, polyamorous relationships were built to build communities. If you weren't financially able to sustain or to grow a family, to take care of one wife, then you shouldn't be in a polyamorous relationship. It was all about community building. It's almost like a line in in a pact, having sex with all the females in the pack to be able to strengthen that community and to birth cubs, which is why when a new line takes over the territory, he kills all the cubs from the previous mate or whatever. That's the ideal to me when I think about poly. It's about building a community, and people are doing it for sexual reasons in my own viewpoint and based off what I'm seeing, not because of the strength in building the Black community or whatever community, or making it something that is more than just a sexual experience. They just want to have open relationships. And what I'm seeing 9 times out of 10 with these men particularly, not all, some, and I'm not trying to like come down on men, I'm just saying more times than not, they can't handle it if the woman was over there trying to be in a relationship with someone else. So y'all out here dishing stuff that y'all can't take, not you, so don't take it personal. I'm just saying I see so many men, and then it's a double standard when a woman's like, okay, well you go have your fun over here, I'm gonna also have somebody on the side. And so to me, poly is so toxic, masculinity and patriarchal. It's just not, it's not even close to the definition to what real polyamory is.
So,
like,
but you speak. So I hear the historical context,
Yeah.
and I definitely understand it could be like that. But women could do it as well. Like the modern way poly is work. It could be a woman that has multiple partners. That's happening. More likely than not, it's going to be a guy that may be talking to multiple women. But it can work either way.
Yeah.
A lot of those historical contexts, they don't actually play in the modern society.
But that's what poly originated from.
Historical.
And that's what's wrong with society. And when you take something from an old vantage point and you bring it over to a modern generation and try and give it context and say it's the new modern polyamorous relationships, then it has to be called something else. It's just open relationships. It's not polyamory because that builds community.
All right, so here's the thing. Because I'm not well versed per se in poly, I can't necessarily push back on some of those. I know there is a different real context to open relationships in poly.
Yeah.
I'm not well versed enough to speak on it, so I don't want to give context to something that. Like, what are you talking about?
You can just speak from your point of view, though.
Well, that was mine. So my overall point of view was I'm okay with either monogamy or poly. And I was just saying, when I've been in those spaces where people are going on one side or the other, the poly normally. Now, granted, it's probably because the people who practice poly, they really studied it. People that practice monogamy, that was just their upbringing, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't spend time trying to tell you why yours is wrong. People that do poly are spending time trying to tell you why it's better than monogamy, right? So they have more practice battling or debating those stances. I don't have a stance, so I have no practice per se.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
To each his own. I always say to each his own, but also I'm gonna give my opinion, and I'm not saying that I speak for everyone. You're giving your POV, I'm giving mine, and that's that. So, and there's nothing wrong with having your own point of view. So,
Of course. Y'all get out there and follow y'all.
Fuck no, don't do that shit.
Live y'all best poly life now.
But y'all cannot handle it. Could you handle it?
Y'all, I said, not me.
Okay.
Y'all live y'all best poly life. Oh no, I couldn't handle the swingers conversation.
what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, are you piping down my woman, sir? No.
You see what I'm saying?
I do. I didn't say I'm not gonna be one of the poly men on her side. No, I didn't say I
But
would.
if you had a girl that you were with and you wanted to bring another girl in a relationship, you wouldn't want that woman to want someone else on the side as well? If she desired, so you want a throuple.
Yeah, whatever that is.
It's a 3-person couple.
Sounds amazing.
See, and that's my point. These are the right acronyms for these relationships. It's a throuple.
Listen, don't be in the community talking I'm in a throuple. That's a hard word. It would just come
It
off
don't
the
matter.
tongue.
Poly be slamming folks too. People
First
be like,
off,
I'm in a polyamorous
most people
relationship.
miss it. They be like, polygamy? No.
You see?
That's not what poly is.
Yeah.
That's marriage.
Yeah.
It always trips me out when people say, oh, you believe in that polygamy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, you don't marry that many people.
Yeah, but you can't
Isn't that
either.
government
I was
benefit?
gonna say you cannot marry more than one person.
That's like a lot of government benefits, right?
Yeah, I mean it's actually a good business deal to get married. To be honest,
Yeah, it's true.
it's a business.
I should be married.
But yeah, whatever.
Benefits.
Cap. It was so much fun. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
on. What do you have coming up? And I know we briefly. So I always I purposely don't introduce my guests fully at the beginning of the podcast. I like for my guests and even you guys recording, I've shot this whole season before I released it so nobody can know how it goes. That's the beauty of it. You don't have like anything to go off of. So I let people fall in love with you for who you are instead of like, oh, this is that stupid ass question when you get asked like, what do you do when you go to a networking event or whatever. It's like, my energy precedes itself, you know, my aura precedes itself. And so now that we are at the end of the podcast, let the people know who you are and what you have going on or your aspirations.
Awesome. So my name is Sean. I've been in the Atlanta area now for, since 2017. So what is that, 5 years? About 5 years now. In terms of some things I have coming up, we actually spoke about this earlier. This kind of energy, this kind of space, I really enjoy. The entire lifestyle influencer movement, I really enjoy. It's a scene I would like to find myself in. It's something I would look to explore. And from a lifestyle marketing, lifestyle influencer standpoint, it's really about showing a certain lifestyle, certain events that you could get into that may improve your quality of life and your quality of experiences you have through your life. So that's a space I would like to find myself into moving forward. Travel, lifestyle in general. But there will be some traveling in that lifestyle, but it's really a certain lifestyle I want to kind of, especially when it comes to Black men, I want to kind of have that space.
See, speak on that. That's for me, you know, we've been recording for a while, so we'll wrap it up. It's getting late. I'm just saying, the passion will override that cliche influencer stuff. So if my quote unquote, the beginning of the paragraph, I need a thesis that's strong enough to keep me with the momentum so I can keep doing this thing. So if my audience, if I know my target audience, then I'll have more passion to continue to do this thing, and then it'll turn into that travel influencing thing.
Makes sense. You better drop them gems.
I'm just saying.
Drop them gems.
You're so smart and you know so much, and I love how you love your people. That makes me happy because, yeah, people don't be really digging Black women like that. So
it depends on your network. I don't really, at least knowingly, keep a lot of those in my space. There are some, but like, we talked a lot about energy. That energy is weird. And it's not just all the things we know from a historical standpoint, right? Sure. It's like, I just don't get how you can't ride for those that ride for you. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, if we're talking pets or something, the loyalty, like, I don't get how people don't like dogs.
Yeah.
Like, what do you find in the world that loves you as much as a dog?
A cat.
As much as a, come here, what's the cat name?
You don't even know his name.
Talking about how Black women
are
holding, historically, I don't get how, and I understand people don't have the historical context. Maybe they're born in certain areas that they just didn't have that experience.
Yeah.
But I don't get how you don't feel like riding for those that ride for you.
And we ride hard for Black men.
Y'all ride harder for us than we ride for ourselves.
100%.
So what I was, for the record, that's why I use that analogy of the dog, because they're willing to give you all they have.
Gotcha.
Why wouldn't I love you as much as I can back?
Definitely.
Like that's what I'm saying. So these other spaces, there are great individual people in there that want to protest and do all these things, but historically, where were you at?
Yeah.
So now it's 2022 when everything is a little more safe and you don't feel as bad to protect or defend. Now,
I love that.
No, like, who been holding me down when it went popular?
Oh, I just love it. I love it.
So I just don't get that. So my thing is, in my space, you don't have to be somebody that's interested all the time in Black women, but you just can't be disrespectful to them.
Disrespectful to them. Yeah, don't listen to all that trash music, degrading us and everything.
Hey,
no, we're not doing 2 Live Crew. Okay, we're not.
2 Live Crew.
But yeah, I love that, and I think that just keep coming up with some ideas, and you're gonna have something great. If you don't mind, share your social media so that people can follow you.
Of course, my IG is capshun_. That's CAPSEAN _ on Instagram.
Okay. Do you have Twitter, TikTok, or anything?
My Twitter is the same handle, caption _ CAPSEAN. I have TikTok. I need to double check. It is definitely caption. I'm not sure if it has the underscore.
Yeah. Where's the cap come from? No cap.
Alright. It had nothing to do with it. Listen, this is an old name. I am not Cap. That does not mean Sean is Cap. I used to have no clue what to put underneath my post. And my name is Sean, so I can't think of a caption. It was just very random.
The universe
So it's actually caption, not caption, it's caption. Like a caption.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything now.
You finessed it.
I am not. Somebody finally made me realize, so you saying you all Cap? That is not what I meant. That name was before.
Red flag. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was before that became a thing.
So I will have all of his socials listed down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Of course, I loved it. Thank you for having me.
Would you just might like it?
I just might like
You
it.
just might like it. Slutty Vegan, definitely give them a try. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Deuces!